Right, as you know, we've had a bit of a cold snap and a very bad northerly wind, which has shagged 3 of my tomato plants. There you go. I've got no fleece, got nothing else. Don't forget, it's very sparse and I can't get stuff, but some of the other ones seem okay at the back. I don't know whether you can see those. There's a fluff ball of a nest there, and then the cabbages are coming on, even though the pigeons have had a few of them, as you can see. But also it's knocking my beans as well, so I like piles, as you know. There's the root pile, there's the carrots, and you can see a bit of burn on the potatoes actually. See the burn on the leaves, so there you go. And I don't know whether it was because I dropped a bit of water down yesterday, but as you can see the state of my beans, shagged, sorry using that word. They might pull through. I'll give them another week, and if they don't recover, 1 or 2 seem to be okay. Here they still seem to be quite vibrant at the top, but they've got a bit limp, and as you can see the leaves don't look very good, and without leaves and no photosynthesis, and so they don't grow. But we'll see. And then I've just haven't watered. That's still that. But I've got, as I says, these beans in sort of reserve, so they might be coming out, but they'll stop here now. And for another week, my leeks are going at the back. Hopefully another week or so, towards the end of May. I might try and get them out. I've just watered these. There's a couple of slow ones, but they're still coming. So they might go out at the end of the month, literally. So, and if the other ones don't survive, then they'll be replaced with them. Water my potato rows. I water in between the gap. I don't water the potatoes. Potatoes get wet and damp, you can get blight, as far as I remember. So unless it's a nice day, and you don't want to put too much water on the leaves because you can get blight. So I just water in between the grooves, and just this row, the first earlies. I've not done nothing else. A bit of watering on the onions and stuff. There's no sun over there, of course. That's a bit of a disaster. So there you go. Beans are doing well. I've had to stake 1 or 2 that have sort of fallen over, but they're coming on well. Looking forward to hopefully getting a few beans in another month or 2. So I'm still sort of working on this bit of a section here, not so much digging it. Try not to destroy too many of the primulas and the lily of the valley, but until I sort of go through the motions of sort of sorting this out, I have no idea what I'm going to do with all these. I didn't want to particularly dig them up and throw them away, but if I can move the lily of the valley, I'll move that. Still got to dig out some more brambles, as you can see. And there's the pile. I took 4 big bucketfuls of cones out of there, and this is my start of my other fire. Sorry about the wind noise, but there you go. That's the start of a fire. That won't be for another week or so yet. Cheers. Well, these are the cabbages I took the nets off yesterday. So there's been 1 night, and there you go. That's how it not should look, because they've stripped the leaf out of there. So they're stripping the leaves out of there, the centres, and that's been massacred. That's been massacred. Took the centre out of that one. They're just going straight for the centres. Look, there you go. Pretty much destroyed this one on the floor here, and this one here. There you go. 1 night, thinking these were big enough and they'd cope, but evidently they're not. I do despair with pigeons, but then again I can't shoot them. Well, I could shoot them, but I can't. Anyway, back to the net. Good afternoon all. 25th of May. I haven't posted for a little bit of time. I've got a little one to put up, but as I say, there's not much change really. Beautiful day. Wind's just picked up a bit, so I don't know whether you'll get a bit of wind noise. Trimmed this back over the last few days because the chap's just put a bit of a temporary fence up for the lady. Changed my beans that had died. The 3 survived at the end there. So these are the new ones I've just put in. plenty of water. There we go. But these are just some of the old ones in there. The little problems I've had and issues I've had. I've done a bit of weeding in the onion patch again, but you probably see the sun, bit of shade from the tree, but the onions are too close together, so it's hard to weed, and that's what I find a problem, really. And this is a sunny patch. This is the big mistake. The sunny patch is down a garden simply because of the great big turkey oaks at the bottom here. And yeah, the turkey oak literally block the sun out, as you can just sort of see. It's like black and white, isn't it? So I haven't done much more to that. I did manage to put a couple more cabbage in there. I swamped them out when I watered, so but there's another half dozen or more to go down. Broad beans, I took a bit of battering from the wind the other day. The peas coming on, you know. Spuds coming on, yeah, they're about marble size. I've had a little look at one or two of them, but they seem to be coming on even in a bit of the shade. This does get a bit of sun, this area what I'm pointing at now, but yeah, I've just weeded these onions. But the biggest problem here, of course, as you can see, it's not in the sun. Simple. So whether these will bulb up or not, I don't know. I've got to go and thin, sadly, the beetroot, which has come up really well. This one is. I'll have to check on my list because the name rubbed off. I'll have to check on my list. These are the Desiree, and which I've had a bit of a, you know, look at. They're not too bad. And there you go. So still a bit of weeding to be done up here, but as you can see. That's the biggest problem. Oops, still need to sweep up. This is the purple sprouting and the kale. Once again, took a bit of a battering from the wind, but I can't take the covers off because the pigeons strip it. This is a sieve soil that I've just put here for now until I've spread it round. As you can see, the beetroot is thinning. Just dug through that a bit, turned it over, and there you go. And then there's a bit of cabbage there, but the pigeons got this one at the end here simply because the cover blow off it. That's only temporary, but it really needs a bit better of a job than that. Tomatoes, I have no idea if they'll survive. I'm not too sure. They don't look very healthy, do they? They don't look very happy. So hey ho, if I lose them, I lose them. That's the pole for burning. And some carrots in there, and a couple of potatoes, and there's a pole for burning. Anyway, right, put my finger over there. One of the little tiny jobs I'm doing. Fence has been replaced at the end here, and I've just been looking at raising the border a little bit, because the fence is on bricks, because Mandu's fences we've been replaced. I wanted it slightly higher to the posts, and so I've packed underneath, and so it's on a slope. So what I'm going to do is knock myself out. I thought they might have been freestanding, which they are, so I'm going to try and jack them up 2 or 3 inches and put the soil back underneath it and go all the way along, and that will raise up the bed a little bit. There's only bluebells in here, they'll be alright, it's just the stone. So that's the job I just want to do, tidy and packed up here a bit more. So that's it. Have a happy day, folks. Right, it's very windy. This is the 27th on the evening, and I've just put some leeks in, which you can see. Nothing else has changed, and pigeons are off crazy, but never mind. It is very windy, so I'll try and keep this very, very brief. The lady next door does actually put a hose across for me with some of this stuff for me, and I put some more leeks in here. It looks quite nice. Very quickly, so that's a few more leeks in there. I've sorted the cabbage out, ripped out 1 or 2 of them. They perked up a little bit with the water. Tomatoes seem to be coming on okay. They're still not happy. There's still 1 or 2 that might not survive, but sorry, I just missed that then. And I was looking at the beans, and let me have a look. There you go. I don't know whether you can see that. There's a bit of a bean there coming. There's quite a few beans. Happy, happy, happy. A couple on here as well. A couple. So I noticed one or two about. So I'm quite happy with that. So I'll wait till they get pea size. So I should be keeping an eye on that. There's a couple more on this one, which is quite big. This one is, you know, see, there's a flower stalk gone. There's some beans. Sorry, the camera's off there. There's some beans. A couple of three there. There you go. Happy days.